This country is doing better than it's ever done before economically. This is the time to take off the ripoff of tariff. We have to do it.
The core point that he says, the economy is doing brilliantly, and this is the time to have the tariff trade war. And the markets, well, remained unfazed by what they saw because throughout the whole course of the day. I mean, you have a couple of blips along the way, but it still closed up 196, a 0.75% gain over 25,000. So the market giving what seems to be a tacit approval. However, you've got the president on one side and you have the earnings reports which tell a completely different story when it comes to tariffs. And if we want to really look at this issue, look no further than Whirlpool. Whirlpool and its washing machines. Initially, they welcomed the tariffs because the original tariffs were against imported washing machines. But look at how things have changed for Whirlpool now. Join me as we do the weekly wash. Now, Whirlpool had welcomed what it saw as being good tariffs when it came to washing machines. However, the shares are down very sharply at the moment for one simple reason. Whirlpool is now suffering the costs of higher raw materials as a result of steel tariffs. There are other companies that are finding the effect. Harley-Davidson. We know the problem with Harley-Davidson. We know the problem with Harley. It's very simple. They're being tariffed in Europe and elsewhere in the world, and they're having to pay more for their steel. So the profits forecast has been through the ringer, and it's been shrinking by 10%. Harley-Davidson has problems. And if you really want the whole picture for it, look no further than Goldman Sachs. Now, Goldman themselves haven't been affected directly, but Goldman Sachs has been pouring cold water on the whole tariffs question as it relates to corporate America. Goldman is warning an all-out trade war will drain earnings for US firms. Doesn't matter which way you look at it. The companies are now sending a very firm message that there are problems. And Goldman has written, if tensions spread and a 10% tariff were implemented on all US imports, our earnings per share estimate would fall by 15%. It's really clear. The washing line tells